So yeah, that was a lot of money to me. Like, I was like, what? Like, you can make money like this? So of course, because I was I've been told since I was young, like, you know, you're not gonna make it, like, you're not smart, you're not pretty. And so when I started working, I literally was picking, when they would ask me to go to, if I could pick up a shift, I was literally picking going to work than school, because, like, I'm not book smart, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was not into school like that, because I was always told, like, I wouldn't go nowhere, I'm stupid, you know. So and then I still had depression problems where I didn't really see my life past 20, like, because I didn't think I was gonna really make it to adulthood, because, like, I was suffering in silence for so long. I really couldn't see my life past 20. So even though I had, like, all these dreams of becoming, like, this fashion designer or this music, so you can imagine, like, this is my first, like, seeing money like this, like, in its minds, and my mom can't take it. And this is all mine. I'm running an errand, so y'all just gonna run with me. So now I'm able to put food in the house, buy my stuff, and that's all I'm like, oh my God. Like, I was taking the taxi to Walmart, Save a Lot. Yeah, because Save a Lot had just opened around that time too. And just putting food in the refrigerator. Like, this is the first time, like, our refrigerator is full, our cabinets is full, because I'm going to the store and putting food in the house. And then the feeling of buying myself clothes and shoes, and I don't even have to go to the thrift store, I don't have to go to Payless. What? Man. School what? I don't need school. I don't need school. That's exactly what I was saying. Like, to the point where I ended up dropping out my sophomore year. But nobody knew that except my sister and our best friend at the time, because I was slowly, like, I would only go to school like once a week. Because I was always at work, like, always at work. I didn't care about nothing else. When I tell you, the thoughts of boys just left my head. Like, what? Well, I know I'm not gonna be a trophy wife. And a lot of the boys that I like don't like me, so I think I like money better. So I didn't care about nothing but making money. When I tell you, I didn't care about friends. I mean, I only had one friend anyways, and then it was my sister, and that's all I cared about. My siblings, my one friend, and money, and making money, because I was in a place where I could buy myself my own stuff, you know. So so around that time, like, I was 17. And mind you, we still, like, my sister and our best friend at the time, they were still going to school. I only went once a week. And I was like, what's the whole point of going? Because even during my senior year, I kept going, but I eventually just stopped going, because I just was at work all the time. Like, I didn't care about school. I was like, well, I'm not going to graduate anyways. Who cares? So that summer, this is when I really dove into depression. So that summer, because now y'all gotta remember, like, we used to walk, like, I'm gonna say, like, 45 minutes to our best friend's house, like, almost every day after school, on the weekends. And you can imagine, like, even when we were staying in a hotel for 6 months, We were taking, because we had a month bus pass, we was taking the bus. We had to take like 2 or 3 buses to get to her house from where we were staying at. So we were walking a lot. So that's why I never gained weight around that time. I always stayed a solid 180 all the way from from 7th grade. Yes, I was 180 in 7th grade. I told you I was built like a grown woman. So I was 180 from 7th grade all the way till my sophomore year. My junior year of high school. The summer, that's when I got the job. I was 180 all the way until then. But during that time that when I got the job and I was able to put food and everything in the house, I went from 180 to, I gained 100 pounds during that summer. Yeah, because I went from 180 to 280 pounds just by feeding us. And mind you, like, I was still walking on my days. My sister and me was still walking to our best friend's house on the weekend. Like, so you can imagine, like, we would just, because I would order everything that we always wanted. Everything. Chinese, pizza. Like, we would just, every day we was ordering out. Like, every day, because we didn't get to experience to have food like that. So food became my comfort. You know what I'm saying? I got addicted, like, especially when I would get sad, I would just binge eat. So you can imagine me thinking I was already fat at 180 and everybody else making me feel fat, especially my mom, because she would always introduce me as the big one. My mom would always do that, and I used to didn't understand that. I mean, like, why she always do that? But then, you know, I got clarity later in life. But so I already thought I was big at 180. I gained over 100 pounds. So you can imagine where, like, my self-esteem was already low at 180. So you can imagine how my self-esteem was when I gained, and I didn't even notice it until, that's what really made me drop out of school. Because I didn't even notice it. Sorry. I'm home. I didn't even notice I gained that much weight. And you would think somebody who would gain 100 pounds in 3 months would notice it. But I was so focused on working and making money, like, I never noticed it. And so we went back to school our senior year, and everybody's just looking at me sideways because now I done got real big. So I'm guessing people must have thought I had a baby or something like that, but I didn't. I just was able to eat and able to feed us or whatever. So that already, like, and I hate people staring at me. I hate it. Like, I hate people staring at me. So I was like, oh, I'm good. I'll just work. So I completely dropped out of school by that time. So my self-esteem is just like, I'm already fat now. And now, like I'm very unattractive. Like, that's how I see myself. So getting past that, my sister I make sure my sister graduates though. I make sure she goes to school every day and make sure because she's very, very, very smart. To this day, she was like I think she's a genius or whatever, but she's very smart. So I made sure she finished school before I did, because like I said, we started school at the same time. I'm not concerned about school like that anyways, because I knew she was going to be able to make it.